G'day, welcome to 1v1 on Lumber for the tournament, and we have Konos from Greece on the German team, spawning in an assault squad and singles on the left, and we also have Judska on the Commonwealth team from USA, and he's also spawning in an assault squad. So this is a new patch, so perhaps we'll see a lot of new meta, maybe some different types of squads being used because of the timer now on the regular and assaults. There's a lot of changes, I suppose, that will try to hopefully stop the spam that's present in 1v1s and assault squad in general. As a nice miss by Judska, very big miss in fact. STG-44 in a nice position, shooting away, just trying to cap, but a nice guy in this building from Konos does a good job. Whilst on the eastern point we have a 4v4 going on with the KR98 rifles up against Judska's Lee Enfields. Should do better, they definitely have the better weaponry. The UK squad. No, wow, what a bad grenade. There was probably a bit of lag happening over there, but we see now Konos capping it with two guys. Judska has, oh wow, that guy just got a shot point blank in the back, and it is going in Konos, but it's being held quite precariously with just two. Whilst on the western point we see Mr. Judska capping it with just the two Enfields, facing off versus three perhaps KR98s, but they're being outshot by the Lee Enfields, so he should get the western point, I think. And the eastern point can be pushed by Judska if he wishes to, whilst the center is going to Konos quite convincingly with... Oh, look at this. This guy in the building and these two guys are doing quite well. Let's see how they can go. So Judska spawned another assault squad, whilst Konos actually spawned an elite marksman squad, and he's pushing onto the eastern point. Let's see how this will go. This should be able to easily push off any of Judska's troops, because Judska did eventually attack that point and he's taken it, but now it's going to be snatched back by the elite marksman as a counter buy of another assault squad. So still going the assault squad, Judska playing the old meta, and the timers don't seem to be affecting it, in fact. As we see the western point going to Konos, Judska hasn't got any troops in that vicinity, whilst the center is still being held by Konos with the skin of his teeth, even though Judska did reinforce it with one squad. I guess the superior positioning of the guys behind cover and that building is really slowing down Judska's attempt to cap the center point, as now we see another assault squad, or the first assault squad since the first buy from Konos, coming down to the center and should be able to push off Judska. There isn't too many troops from Judska in the vicinity. Whilst on the eastern point, the elite marksmen are definitely holding well and should be able to take the eastern point. And center point should be able to go to Konos, and we see an Orlikon buy from Judska now, going to the center, potentially be able to cover both flags. Decent buy, a steady buy, and a buy that will most likely make an impact. Standard, I suppose, UK buy in a map like Lumber, where it's so wide and so flat in some areas where it will have such a clear line of view to both flags. In the western point, Konos is capping, and this could even be a 3 cap, an early 3 cap, but well, the tide will turn when the Orlikon comes, but for now, Konos will take the lead 7-0 on the backfield. We also see Konos with a rifleman going to potentially be very pesky later in the game, sneaking behind the lines for some line of sight on what Judska will spawn. And here comes a conscript militia squad going to the western point. A few SMGs holding 3 SMGs, so it might be quite hard to take. Also an STG-44 guy right over there will make it very hard to take. A 3 cap is on 11-0, and Konos is in the lead. Let's see what this Orlikon can do. Struggling to get off some good shots. The elite marksman will be able to get destroyed by it, most likely. And here comes the SMG support with the grenades, perhaps. Nothing yet. Just pushing up a bit closer now with the Orlikon as a buy of a Pack 36. Interesting buy from Konos. He's going to try perhaps AP snipe and HE shell that 20mm. It only comes with 5 HE shells, but it is damn accurate. But ooh, what is that? SMG? Oh, to the face. But he knows it's there, so the SMG would have seen that Pack 36 coming. The Orlikon's firing away, trying to AP snipe. So one flag's been neutralized. It's what Judska needed to do. So he's capped the eastern point back. Really, you can, in 1v1s, you probably don't see it that often, but you can pretty much hold one flag and the game will go on for around 20 minutes or so. So as long as you hold a flag, oh, there it goes. So HE shell the Orlikon, very nice play, and really unorthodox by this Greek player, Konos. On that point of the 3 cap, yep, if you stay for 3 cap and hold 1 flag, you can pretty much hold or have the game go on for a very long time. And we don't see many players often doing that, saving and banking whilst holding 1 flag, then coming back with something that's really hard to, I guess, counter. That's one option for Judska, I'm guessing, because he's holding this flag okay, but you can see on the dots on the map there's a lot of Germans. They're only single buys, Voltstrom plus some rifles, so they won't be able to really assault the point against a Black Watch. I haven't seen the sniper out on the field yet, I'm not too sure why or where it is. Judska approaching now the western point. This is proving to be quite a very spread out fought battle, with both these players really attacking all points at the same time with not considerable force, with even force on all sides of the map. It's just failing to assault the western. Eastern point now is actually going to be capped by the Konos, and let's see how this goes. So he's going to cap this eastern point. As on the center we have the Crusader AA on the field. Okay, this is the turnaround. So Judska did potentially bank for this unit, and look at his nice little icon avatar. So he's a very good editor, Judska. You've seen his videos, very good at graphics, and that's his new little avatar, which looks pretty damn cool. So shooting down into the center, should be able to take out every infantryman that he sees. Pack 36 potentially won't be able to do anything, except maybe you could turret it or main gun it if it's lucky. It's probably going for a shot now as Konos is coming in. AA is cleaning up the infantry right now, taking out an AT infantryman as well. Militia is coming in for some line of sight. And Pack 36 and try to get decrewed. Wow. Did you see that? It's dead. Oh no, its main gun is still alive. You see the bottom left, it's not red, so it can still shoot if decrewed. Brandenburger's coming in to sneak. 50-0, very good start from Konos. Let's see if we can turn this around with the Crusader A. Rifleman has some sight on the spawn, so he knows what's coming. It's not an SMG guy, so it doesn't have an AT grenade, so it can't really fight if needed to. Assault Squad also now coming to the center, or to the eastern. Should be able to push up. What is that? That's AT thing still alive, so you could potentially get a side shot if Konos wants to recrew that. Black Watch is coming. Eastern point. Let's have a look at this assault squad had. It goes to the eastern point. Ooh, this Black Watch guy, the Lewis gun, doing quite well, and he's going to cap quite easily with not too much left holding the point. So he's got the eastern point and now the center, and now the flag point should start ticking towards Judska's favour. P3 out, standard counter, but the Crusader A is actually below the hill, so nice maneuver by Judska will not enable the P3 to get a shot at this unit, and maybe perhaps the Crusader A can start to approach even closer and get into close range where it can take out the P3, which it's doing right now. Using the elevation, it's got a slight decline there, making it hard to hit. It's tracked already, wow. And this is tracked in a decent position though. Bounce for the first shot of the P3. So it's tracked frontally. It's good for Konos, so he can't get side shot, as you know that the Crusader A can max range side shot the P3. Eastern point still going to Judska. Center is going to Judska. And an assault squad by from Konos will start to try push onto the eastern point, whilst the Crusader AA is pinned down in the back by this P3. But it's going to try to take a side shot. I think Crusader A is maneuvered all around back behind the hill, and now is going to come take a side shot from this on this. Oh, look at that! This is the Crusader A madness. This is why this unit has been nerfed a lot. It is quite expensive now. It's 450 MP, so P3 is 320. So it is expensive, but it can just take out infantry like anything and counter medium tanks. On this map, I would say it isn't OP. But on some maps, I think, where there's lots of towns and buildings, it can be extremely difficult. It can lock down the map, really. Even though it doesn't kill a tank, it just locks down the freaking entire map. So, he's got the center and eastern. That loss of the P3 is going to set back Konos quite a bit. You can see his MP situation is 170. They're going to forward squads, and squads are definitely not something you want to buy when the Crusader AA is on the field. He's got 6 special points, so he can afford a martyr, but probably not a good buy versus the Crusader AA, so it's got paper thin. And even an Olicon So it's kind of using this Crusader AA as a tank destroyer, and the Orlikon is an extra infantry killer. This is just infantry killer madness by Judska at the moment. Pushing up to the center, killed an 80 infantryman right there. That's the 1-pointer, in fact. Konos bought the 1-pointer. Oh, he's going to take it, Panzerschreck. Moving back to the center point. Nice one by Judska. So, I haven't been casting too many games recently because still waiting on quite a few games to be played, and I wasn't unable to get the replay for recent Hansi, where Hansi did win that game. Also, there's been a lot of out of syncs, even 1v1s recently. I'm pretty freaking upset at DMS about it. And to be honest, the 1v1 tournament may even be delayed because of these out of syncs. It's been taking a month. I thought that it would bloody take at least, at minimum, maybe 2 weeks. Or sorry, at maximum 2 weeks to fix this damn problem. But it's been almost a month. And all these players are bloody leaving. It's going to be bloody hard to get people back. And I'm considering even quitting this game after this tournament because of this freaking out of sync problem. Yeah, just bloody disappointed. Don't know what I have to say, but I still love the game. And I guess I'll have fun with it for now, as best I can. Lewis gun. Decent position by Judska, holding down the point and should be able to cap. He is capping the Western for a 3 cap. This is a big turnaround here. 61 to 15. Konos can only respond with infantry. You can see his MP situation is just dire. Because he did get an N. Okay, interesting buy. The N, not too sure about that. It can probably main gun and turret the Crusader AA, but its impact is going to be quite slow. And he hasn't got enough weight of infantry to really cap a point right now. He needs a big weight of a strong squad to take out these Blackwatch entrenched in position. And Eastern Point, nothing's coming. Centers, nothing's coming as well. Just because actually got the below the hill in this area. Got quite a few troops around the vicinity. Orlikon right over here should be able to hold the point quite easily. Center point is probably the weakest point in my opinion to assault. So if Konos wants to go to the center, he can. But you wouldn't suspect the center to be the weakest point. So I'm guessing Konos doesn't realize that the center is quite weak. Still no assaults coming, but here is an assault squad from Konos, just one. And over the back we see elite marksman squad from Judska going to the left. I think he's going to the center now, Konos. He's got quite a bit of MP. Oh, because he just bought another assault squad, so now he's CP capped. But there's a decent amount of squads to start the push, and now he's going to the center point. 43-61. This is a big turnaround. It's been a game of 3 caps really. Waltzing into the center point. Wow, freaking Enfields! Look at that top left. These 2 Enfields are just cleaning up, and these are the Enfields of the militiamen as well. Point blank. Oh, that's why. There's a guy right here too. There's an elite marksman guy right there. The Anzac kind. Crusader AA being pesky. See, the N can't reliably fight the Crusader AA or take it out. It's going to just try to take some shots. It's probably not going to hit. Like maybe 80% of the time. And if it hits, it probably will bounce. Oh, that was a close side shot. And really filling in the gaps here quickly, Judska. And we'll be able to just hold the center and the eastern with this AA here. Oh wow, look at that shot through the house. Just may want to turn frontally just in case he gets a lucky shot or an engine shot. He's running back though because he's a bit cautious, but look at these guys. They're running in. Orlikon down from this position now, coming up. And we'll be able to reinforce. So this is a good, I guess, ambush play by Judska. Going to move back up to the eastern point and hold it for longer. There's not much time left from Mr. Konos. He needs a flag ASAP. This is why 3 caps mean death. And this is why you should always at least hold 1 point strongly. And there've been a lot of battles in this game where it's all on 3 flags, but nothing considerable on 1 flag. And this has enabled 3 caps to happen in this particular game, with both of these players just over investing in all flags, I guess. And if you fail, I suppose it's all downhill. But I guess there's always a benefit to attack all 3 flags, as you never know what the enemy has there as well. 89-61. I can't see Konos coming back into this now. There's no time. Even if he caps 1 flag, it's too late. So I'll say this is a GG to Judska. Well done to him. And a great turnaround and a testament to the Crusader AA's ability to lock down the map. Good game, Judska. Can't wait for the next match. The games are getting tougher and tougher, and the players are getting, I guess, more skilled and skilled. This is the pointy end of the tournament, and let's see how it goes.